What it do, y'all? Y'all know what it is, man. Bread Tuck Rob, Houston Texans all day, man. And shout out to my boy Elijah, man. He wanted me to talk about the Texans draft class, and I tell you what, man, it was pretty amazing. Um, I I kind of want to say it's probably the best draft class. Well, I'll tell you what, best draft class um, connected with free agency ever. Now watch this. Of course, you know we drafted Will Fuller, wide receiver from Notre Dame. Great pick. With the second pick, we grabbed the center Nick Martin from Notre Dame, also if I'm not mistaken. Okay, that's a pretty good pick, and I'm gonna tell you why. Is because you know we lost Ben Jones in free agency, so we needed to replace a center. Man, I'm not mad at that. But watch this. Then when the third round, we go and grab Braxton Miller. That's who I'm gonna be honest with you. That's who I wanted with the number one pick. Well, let me be all the way honest. Before free agency, with the number one pick, I was hoping that Elliott. Why am I Ezekiel Elliott? I was hoping Ezekiel Elliott would fall to number 22, or we move up and grab him because I think he's a game changer. But the Cowboys got him. But anyway, man, you know, but we handled the running back position in free agency when we grabbed Lamar Miller. But we grabbed Braxton Miller, and once Ezekiel Elliott was gone, I wanted Braxton Miller, but it just so happened that he fell to the third round. So we already grabbed Will Fuller, and then we were able to double back and get Braxton Miller. And keep in mind that Braxton Miller played quarterback too in college, man, for Ohio State. So that worked out. Then we grabbed this little running back. I don't know too much about him, but I'm hearing good things about him. What's his name? Tyler Irvin. And what I'm hearing about through Bleacher Report and everything, I hear he's making waves on that field, man. But the key thing, we don't want to jump to conclusions. This stuff has to transfer, you know, on the field. And also, who else do we get? I have my notes over here if y'all don't mind, man. We grabbed KJ Dillon, safety from, I think it was West Virginia. Now keep in mind, right? Keep in mind that we're kind of struggling. I'm not gonna say we're struggling, but at that safety position, I think we signed Quentin Dempsey to like another like a 1 year deal. So I guess we had to go after another safety, and then we grabbed a defensive tackle, DJ Reader. Now I tell you what, man, we really didn't address the defensive end spot in the draft or in free agency, so I don't know what moves we're gonna make as far as that because you know we lost Jared Crick. I think he went to Denver, and you know you want somebody on the other end of J.J. Watt, man. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that goes. But I tell you what, with the amount of receivers that we drafted, man, and not to mention, hey, they're saying that Jalen Strong has made a turnaround, man. They say this guy is looking great out there. But if that transfers into like the actual games, hey man, I don't know if a lot of y'all are old enough to remember the Houston Oilers days when we did the run and shoot, man. Hey, if I'll put it to you like this here, man, and I believe you know Hoyer was trash, but if Osweiler is a step above Hoyer. With all these weapons, we should be unstoppable, man. Come on, you got arguably, I would say arguably the greatest receiver in the league right now, or best receiver in the league in D-Hop. Then you have Will Fuller. You have an improved Jalen Strong, and he has a big body like Andre Johnson. Then you have Braxton Miller. Then you still have, and Cecil Shorts renegotiated his contract because it made sense. You know, so I mean, you have at the receiver position we're stacked, and that's gonna open up the run. Okay, so I don't know, man. I love it, man. This draft and free agency, I think we did pretty darn well, man. And I tell you what, man, I can't wait. August is around the corner, you know, for preseason. I gotta watch these preseason games, see how things come together. But I think we had a pretty decent draft class, man. And I can't wait. I expect greatness out of my receivers. You know, our receiving core is a lot better, man. You got to think about it. You had Nate Washington. That was your #2 receiver last year, man. But then you went and grabbed Braxton Miller, Will Fuller, and improved Jalen Strong. I think we're going to have a good season this year, man. So, shout out, man. Hey, look. Hey, man.